Hi there, it's Brooke, and I'm going to start a new series on my channel. I've picked up, finally, if you watch my kitchen decorate with me, the 3-tiered trays that they put out at Target for the fall collection. I have never picked up one before. Usually my store doesn't even get them. I think when they first put out the one that was black and wired, like I could have gotten it, but then I was like, no, I don't need it for anything, and I've been kicking myself ever since. I finally got my hands on all 3 from this fall season. I wanted to start a video series where I decorate all 3 for each season just to give you some inspiration if you happen to pick up these tiered trays, or if you have ones from previous lines that are very similar to the same shape of these ones. Welcome if you're new. Glad you stopped by and clicked on my channel. Hi if you've been here forever. Glad to see you again. Let's decorate some tiered trays, right? Like my favorite thing ever. The 3-tiered trays that we have today are this black one, and it has like the wire mesh here, 12 tall and then 5 wide on the bottom and 3.5 on the top. Next one we have is the little white wired tray. And I know they've had this in black. I know they've had the white with just like the full sides and not the wire. Same height, 12 inches. The diameter on the bottom is 7.5, and the diameter on the top is 5 3/4. So 7.5 and 5 3/4, if that helps you with anything. And then the last one is the house. And this, I've never seen this design before. The black one, they had a metal one very similar, but this one I've never seen this type of design before. And it is a little over 12 inches, 7.5 across, and then the shelves are 4 inches deep. So 7.5 across, and then the shelves are 4 inches deep. And between these two, 6 inches in between the 2 shelves. These are the 3 trays I'm going to be decorating. I have my apple cider out. My husband made me some apple cider and he picked the Cozy Queen mug. I don't have any fun fall mugs, so this works too, right? My apple cider is from a packet and some hot water. Nothing fancy here. Per usual, I went through and kind of set up the trays how I like it, so it's not me taking forever to show you how I want to get it. So we're going to go through the 3 trays. These are all Halloween trays, and I've gone for a more traditional Halloween to kind of a more spooky Halloween, and then more of a like neutral black-white Halloween. So kind of have 3 different versions here, and I hope you enjoy. We are going to start with the house tiered tray, and this is more of a traditional one. And everything I have here is either from Target or the Target Bullseye's Playground, or I've DIY'd it, or Hobby Lobby. So my inspiration for this house was this little pumpkin with the succulent, and I thought it looked really cute, just like up here, sitting at the peak of the house. But I thought that was a little plain, you know, unless I was just going to do something like big on the bottom and that was it. So I wanted to add to that a little bit. So I got out my black and white beads. You could use natural beads, any color beads, greenery for this. And I didn't want it to drape down too far. So when I knew I needed a little height for my little pumpkin, since the beads were kind of around it, I just put him in there. Little offset now. And then to fill the extra spot, I just have this black and white trick or treat. And so I set him in the top. So once I had it here, I wanted to put another little, you know, white color. So I have this little ghost guy from Walmart. And you can put a little tea light in him, but I never do. And then I have my little orange lantern from Target. And I wanted to add some more succulents to the design to kind of match with the succulent I have up there. Let's see if I can get these on here nicely. These are pretty bendable, so I think I have it bent to how I would like it. So here's my first little tiered tray. I keep these pretty simple, but you know, my style, which is a little bit of stuff. We have the beads and the succulents, and I think it all balances really nice. The next tray I want to set up is the black metal one. And I kind of was thinking about putting this one on my kitchen, on my coffee bar. First thing I thought of to put on here was my Rae Dunn black measuring cups. And I did stick a bunch of like foam in them so they would kind of stack and you could see the words a little better. And they fit just nice here on the bottom, but they are kind of just the perfect fit in there. So you kind of gotta ease them in there a little bit. I decided I want to go a little spooky with this one, so then I use this kind of spooky jack-o'-lantern that I picked up at home, and he does fit in here. So since I was going with spooky, I have my little green pumpkin from Menards that I wanted to use, and I knew he would sit too short, so I got a little wood platform just to higher him up just a little bit so you can see him just a little bit better. And then I picked up one of the new dollar spot pumpkins. I do want to add a little purple with my decor because this is the one I'm kind of thinking about using for my house, my kitchen. And then this was in a 3-pack and I just wanted to add a little greenery. I tried to add some greenery down here just to maybe make that have a little more, and it just looked really odd and funny. I think the simpler the better with these, and I'll have to learn that because first time I've decorated these. Here's the black tiered tray. Last is the white metal tray, and this one was probably the hardest for me, just trying to figure out what fits where, because it's probably has maybe the smallest space out of the 3 to fit stuff. So what I wanted to go with a little bit more of a spooky but like monochromatic tone, I guess, or like a black and white kind of theme. And so I was just sticking things in there trying to see what fits, and I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I think this would be super cute with like some fairy lights in there, just so it like lights up and kind of gives you that little bit more of a creepy vibe. So he fits kind of off to the side. So that was kind of my starting point, was this skull. And so then I have this little spider fangs jar that's in the Bullseye's Playground right now. And I thought the black and black would kind of offset. And then I picked this up last year and it says, "Don't laugh, your neck." I thought it was funny. And mine will always face front, so I don't usually decorate all the way around. Mine just kind of a face front way. But like here, you could easily stick like a little sign back there to kind of fill it out for the other side. Then I just added one of my little homemade buffalo check pumpkins, and I use real stems on mine. I have a tutorial on that if you're interested. So you could still stick a pretty thin sign back there even though I moved him back. And then for the bottom, I just have one of these black plants from last year. And you could stick maybe another thing of greenery or like another pumpkin in the back here to get a 360 view. And then I just thought this spiderweb pumpkin, I had a white one in there first, but it was maybe just a little too stark, so I thought this one looked a little better. So that's what I went with. Yeah, you could easily stick, or if you have like another tombstone, you could stick that back there, or another like this feather bottle. I think that would fit back there. And then people would see that in the back. So there's that in the back, and then it doesn't look bad from the front then either. Yeah, and one of those like thin signs that you can get at Target would be perfect. I don't have a thin sign. Anyways, I'll have to think about that when I do these a little more, do front and back. I think the other two, in my opinion, would be more difficult to do front and back, but this one you can get that 360 view. But the other two, those are like, you're gonna want it like facing forward, and that's about it. That's my opinion. We'll see how other people decorate them, right? So the last tray, nice monochromatic tray, the grays and blacks and white, and we're done. I hope you enjoyed my new series of decorating the Target Bullseye's tiered trays. I'm excited to do this. We got Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and then winter and Valentine's and all the holidays, right? I'm excited to do this for you, and I'll remember to do more of a 360 view on that circle tray for everybody, even though that's mine never getting a 360 view, but I'll do that. And I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other videos you would like to see. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.